everybody, it's Tiffany, and I was planning on doing a video, some other video, not this one, and something happened recently, so I decided to film this one instead. Actually, inspired by a conversation I had with a friend that I'm working on a project with, and basically he went and he's trying to start an Amazon business, and since I have an Amazon business, he wanted to partner up because he found this product, he sourced it, and then that's not even half of the work that goes into products and launching a product or launching a brand. I would say, in my experience, in my opinion, that's the easiest thing to do, is to find a product. Anyways, so I have this business and I have all the resources to start and launch brands. And so he wanted to partner with me. It kind of gets a little bit messy because he wanted to be part ownership of the listing, which is fine. But then we build up this store and then it gets kind of messy. So I proposed to him that I would just buy him out, buy all this inventory, give him money and just hire him as a contractor, and he would be sourcing the products, but we would be building the store under my business because it was under my business. And he wants ownership, and I totally get it. I get it from his perspective because in his head he thinks this is it's basically his baby, and he says he spent 2 years looking for the perfect product to launch, and to me it's there's a million products that you can pick and that you can launch. It's all about how you launch it. And so we're going to split, and he's going to create his own listing and his own store, and I'm going to, if I want help sourcing products, then I'll just ask him because that's his specialty. So I've always been, it's hard because I've always had this perspective of a business owner because I've only had my own businesses. I started working for myself when I was 17. And so to me, being a business owner and an entrepreneur is not as glamorous as it seems. I'm really enjoying life now after, how long has it been? 12 years, I think? Almost 13 years of owning my own business. I'm really living the lifestyle I think most people think entrepreneurs live. That's having the freedom to do what I want to do, having a good source of income, being able to set my own hours, work whenever I want. And to me, owning a business isn't as glamorous as taking the money. Go on, take the money and run. That's what I would do now. If somebody was like, hey, I'll offer you ownership or I'll just pay you for the work you do, I would just take the money because cash is king. And having that money means I can invest in myself and invest in my own business ventures. The benefits of being a part of a company is that you get to learn. And so why would I want to exchange my business? When you become an owner of a company, you basically don't get paid. It's an excuse to not get paid. So if I help other people, usually people offer you percentage of a business because they have nothing else to offer. And they think that they basically want to exchange ownership for sweat equity. And I'm not a sweat equity person. I'm just give me the money. And so this is a video to explain why taking the money sometimes is better. And maybe you need to fight for ownership at some point and then also just get paid and run with the money. So you know when to fight for ownership and then when to just take the money and run. But I would say if a business is lucrative, then they have money to pay people, and that's a pretty good position to be in. That's when you get to take the money and invest in yourself and also take the knowledge that you learn in helping that company and start your own thing. Because let's face it, we all don't want to be employees forever. But if you could learn, have the money, and invest it for yourself, for your own ventures, then that is the best thing to do. So that's the best of both worlds. You're a contractor, so you get to have your own hours. You get to have your own freedom. You get to make your own schedule. You get to do the work that that you're good at and that you enjoy doing. And you also get to learn because you've become a part of the process of the company. You get the resources that you wouldn't otherwise have if you were out on your own. And you don't have to exchange sweat equity. Because as we all know, entrepreneurs, we may have time, but we don't have resources. And sometimes we don't even have the time. And so, anyways, that's my perspective, but also just know that it's coming from a business owner. It's coming from an entrepreneur. But back in the day, I hustled. I hustled a lot. And there's a company that I hustled for, and I didn't take pay, and I didn't take sweat equity. But I worked so hard that eventually they brought me on board and they started paying me. And I didn't want ownership. I didn't want a percentage of the company because I would rather have the money. So that's just an example from my own life. So when you're in this position, maybe you'll think of this video, or maybe you'll think like, hey, maybe I should think about taking the money and investing it in myself while I have this resource to learn off of and to learn from. I don't know. That's what I would do. And if I were an employee, I would be saving up my own money to invest in myself also. So if I were working for somebody else, I would save my money to create the thing that I'm doing if I love doing it, and just learn from the company. So that's what I would do as an employee. But I also think like an entrepreneur. So that's, yeah. Anyways, take it with a grain of salt, just a little info, and from my own experience and from my standpoint right now, and kind of where it's always been, is take the money and run. Anyways, have a great day. Stay tuned for more from Posh Incredible. We have a podcast, Posh Incredible Transformations. We do YouTube, Posh TV. We have a shop, Posh Incredible Shop on Posh Portage. That's where we're testing products. I create a lot of products for entrepreneurs like me. I have a lot of hobbies. I film myself a lot. I take my camera. I travel. I do business abroad. I speak. And so the products are like little things that make me happy in my own life, and also make things easier, and hopefully improve my life, because I'm very particular about things, and sometimes I'm not able to find exactly what I want out there. So yeah, stay tuned for more. Thank you so much for watching, and would love some questions or comments below, and I'll link to anything that either I mentioned or find valuable. So have a good day.